in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Play one, and Prescott to the air. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Next to score, Steelers 7, Eagles 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
He's got room past the 30.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The Eagles at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Check, man. Check, man.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 44, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Hurts.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Hat the street! Hat the street! Cadillac! Go!
And now here's a carry heading left. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Hurry, hurry!
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now Prescott. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Prescott. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks who can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here's Austin.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Prescott. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 45 on second down, Hurts looking middle, and that's complete. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Prescott looks to throw on first. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team, because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, There was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
A first down throw for Prescott. And it's complete right back to Ridley.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Prescott to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
46, 46. 47. Here we go, 46. There we go, kill.
Here's Prescott. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now this throw caught left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On play action, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
60 vices.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Austin. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Harris. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 20. Line.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Prescott off play action. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. First down, Steelers.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Prescott now from the 50. It's brought in by Harris. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, Prescott here to throw.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, there's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Forced out to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look.